If you look at the actual growth underpinning the numbers that we see for Asia, it's very much related to the fact that people own their own companies. They actually are creating the wealth in those companies, and that's creating much more growth here in Asia than it is in the Western world.
Much more growth here in Asia, but we know there's a lot more strict regulations concerning how people manage their wealth, and certainly Singapore is one country that's introduced stricter regulations. Banking regulations, they exist now in Switzerland as well. So it's getting tougher for companies like yours trying to tap into that rising wealth.
That is true. We have called it upon ourselves a little bit as an industry because we could have tightened up in the last decade, but it's a matter of really adjusting to those changes right now as an industry, but also looking at how best to serve our clients going forward. We are really fortunate in Asia that we are managing a growth market and not so much a stable market, which from a competitive perspective is still quite interesting.
Now you mentioned it's a growth market, but incredibly competitive. There's lots of private banks out there vying for Asia's wealth so that they can manage it. So how do you try to keep a step ahead?
Well, I think not only for us, but for all the industry participants, we realize that our client servicing needs to be up to spec, and our product needs specific in Asia are wider than we see in the rest of the world. So the need to apply credit, the need to apply different solutions is really for Asia clients something that sticks close to what they need in their companies as well. And they feel comfortable with that, which makes them a different wealth client than what we see in the Western world.